I love black metal. I listen to bands like Cradle of Filth and Death Heaven. I'm just kidding. I am well aware that those bands are considered posers and not true black metal. I'm also aware of the rivalry between death metal and black metal. Now, I've always been a death metal person. I strongly prefer technical guitar riffs and deep guttural vocals as opposed to high-pitched banshee screaming. So what do I know of black metal? I know it's definitely not death metal. I know it's got those guys wearing the black and white face paint. I know it's like a religion in Europe and it's taken super seriously. And I know that there's always a lot of posers in the black metal scene. So I've always just stayed away from black metal. It was never really my thing. Some of the album art looks cool, but sonically, it was just never for me. Whenever bands would mix death metal and black metal, honestly, the black metal parts just ruined it for me. For years, I thought that Cradle of Filth was the quintessential black metal band and that all black metal sounded like Cradle of Filth. I assumed that all black metal bands had to riff endlessly on the harmonic minor and have church organs or symphonic organs in the background, do all of that while wearing corpse paint, and that is what I thought black metal meant. So over the years, I learned that that is not true, and that all black metal is not Cradle of Filth. And I would keep seeing more and more of the corpse paint black metal guys at shows. And I would think, there are t-shirts with the satanic band names. They look really cool. They sound really cool. I'm sure they're nice guys. They all seem like a closely knit community. But I just don't know anything about black metal. I feel like if I try to hang out with those guys, they're just going to call me a poser. So the question remained, what does true black metal sound like? Honestly, I don't know, but I kind of have a vague idea. And the other day, I saw the movie Lords of Chaos, so I thought to myself, hey, maybe I should check out Mayhem. I'm going to step out of my comfort zone here and give black metal a shot, see if I can't get into it. Also, I'll give my mini review of Lords of Chaos after I listen to the album. Alright, let's do it. Mayhem, Die Mysteriis Dom Sathanas from 1994. Track 1, Funeral Fog. Well, they waste no time. They just go right into it. Okay. First thoughts. Okay, it's very reverby. I think it's intentionally lo-fi. The audio quality is actually better than I thought. I was concerned that black metal was not going to have enough bass, but maybe it's because of these earbuds, but bass sounds okay. The songs sound full. This is gonna sound really silly, but it's so weird. This kind of reminds me of shoegazer a little bit. I think it's the atmospheric qualities that I find the two genres are similar. There we go. It's getting into it now. Nice kick. Nice double kick. This blast beat too, it's kind of hard for me to follow these reverse blast beats because the snare is not where I think it should be. I think that was another sticking point that kept me from listening to black metal. Because their blast beats are they're a different family of blast beats. Oh, here we go. Nice double kick. I like that. Okay, we have to talk about what just happened. So those vocals kind of just came out of nowhere. It's not what I was expecting. I thought I was expecting the vocals to be more like full and like screaming harder, more powerful. But these vocals were very thin and they were not... These vocals don't sound like they were mixed or that they were compressed. Like, it sounds like the vocals were recorded somewhere else and just put on top of the music. It doesn't mix with the music. It's like a creepy whispering. I'm not sure if I hate it or if I like it. I don't think I hate it. I don't think so. But my mind is still trying to decide whether I like it or not. I'm not sure. I wonder what they sound like live. If he does vocals like that, I wonder how it cuts through in the mix. Like if you can actually hear that live when all the other instruments are going so loud. I mean, I guess there's ways to do it. It sounds like it's hurting. It sounds like it's hurting his throat. It doesn't sound like he's, you know, using his diaphragm or anything like that. Like, yeah, it's all purely coming from the throat. I'm really starting to appreciate it more now. The polished nature of death metal juxtaposed to this, like the mentality of it is totally different. This is more about feeling and atmosphere. That's a cool guitar riff right there. Goes up a little bit. Did he just say... Does he just say fuck? Is that all he's saying? I think that's all he's saying, right? He just kind of moans a little bit and says fuck. This part's heavy. I like this. Yeah, the drums are pretty solid. I think this is a good drummer. Whoever this is, I don't know their name. It's like loose, but it's in time. Like his double kick is not... It sounds pretty solid. You know, it's not like going off time. It's not too fast for him. Lots of reverb on those toms too. It gives it a very distinctive sound, I think. All right, track 2, Freezing Moon. It's more like traditional sounding intro. Okay, I think I got the rhythm of the song down. All right. Okay, there's the rhythm. They're using some off time. 2, 3, 4, 3. It's in threes. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Cool. He's a good drummer. He's got interesting fills. Yo, he's got some groove. Like, this beat right here, it's got groove, it's almost makes me feel kind of thrashy. Nice. It's a nice change from like the blast beats, the relentless blast beats of the first track. Oh, here we go. That was just the intro. I see. There we go. There's those blast beats. Cool tremolo riffs, but they're very simple though. I totally, like, right there with that verse and hearing his vocals, for a few seconds there, I felt as though I totally understood the black metal experience. Because that's what it was, wasn't it? It was like his vocals right there with those kinds of guitar riffs. Like, that is just so... That is the spirit of black metal right there. And I kind of understood their flow in that moment. But these vocals, they're so weird. I think it'll take a while to get used to them. Ooh, these are deeper. These are more growls. I could hear kind of a little bit of his voice popping out of that growl. It's an interesting change, interesting transition. This is cool. This is slow. Slow and dirty. Oh, yeah. Yeah, what's up? This part is cool. Is it singing? What? Oh, this drummer, man. He's got it. He's got it. This drummer is taking it right now. And then they break it down again here with a guitar solo. This is good dynamic songwriting and structure. This song, track 2, Freezing Moon. Good arrangement. I like the different tempos that they've taken this song through. Again, there's a tempo change right here. That guitar solo is a little weird, but sure. I'm the kind of person, I don't care about guitar solos. Whether they're good or bad, it doesn't matter to me. Those vocals, they're so weird. I don't know how I feel about them. This part's fucking cool. This part right here, I feel like I am a black bat flying through a dark corridor. That was so weird. That was so weird the way it ended. It was very DIY ending. I don't know how many different people are singing. I think it's different members of the band that are singing. I'm not sure. The biggest issue for me with the vocals is they're not mixed right. I think they could be mixed better so that they match the tone of the instruments, and so that you can hear more of the tiny little whispers. You can hear more, you can mix it so you can hear more of that, and also simultaneously bring down the loud bits where he's really screaming or freaking out in his gothic castle or whatever. Use some compression and limiters. EQ that a little bit. It's a little too raw for me. But the style of it, it's very unique. I'm still getting used to it. So I gotta hear a couple more songs. Here's track 3, Cursed in Eternity. This one just let's hear that last song end. Let's hear that ending, that transition. Freezing Moon. All right, cool. Oh, this is fast. A double kick. He didn't do it for very long though, but it was like super fast. Sounded like triplets. I am liking this style a lot here. The way the guitars, instead of playing a complex riff, they play like a chord. And they let the chord ring out. The blast beats are over it, on top of this ringing out chord. It sounds highly stylized. The mixture of shoegazer with black metal, maybe it's really not as far off as you might think. I mean, if you just hear the two words together, it sounds like it doesn't make sense. But if you really listen to it, there's quite a few similarities, I think. That the combination of those genres is part of the natural progression, I think. As more and more people... Whoa. Here we go. The rhythm of this is weird. I can't follow it. It's weird. I can't lock onto the rhythm. It sounds random to me. You know, if I use my imagination, he starts to sound more and more like a demon from hell. The more I get used to his tone. I think, yeah, you know what? This is cool. I think I get it. I think I get it now. There's moments like that where they're just playing the chords out and letting that blast beat just fly up on top of it. This is cool. Those high guitars are cool. Right there. Right there. I think the reverb with those high strings, that fast tremolo on the high strings, that sounds really good. It sounds clean and fresh right here. Oh, man. And now they break it down into a rhythm, to a beat. Now it's in 3-time here. I don't know if it was in 3-time the whole time, but I can feel the beat now. One, two, three. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's a heavy transition. Like this 3-time, from what we were listening to before, kind of like culminated, it climaxed into this. Oh, and then we go back to the blast beats. It helps now that I know it's in 3-time. I can hear it a little more clearly now. That was weird. That was cool, though. That sounded tight. Nice bass line there. So the dude playing bass right now, he's the killer, right? The dude playing bass is Bard, and I think Euronymous is on the guitar. What's up with the way they just end like that? Alright, cool. Track 4, Pagan Fears. This is more of like a thrash beat. Interesting chords. Interesting timing, this part. So weird. But this part has a nice thrashy groove to it. It's that kick. Oh. Man, they lucked out with this drummer, man. This drummer's good. He comes up with good parts, good fills, and he's steady. Yeah, this is black metal right here. This is that sound, huh? There's his voice. I don't know if he has a different reverb on his voice this time. I like the note that they're going to here. Right there. It sounds more musical than the other notes. I don't know why. See something about pagan? I'm kind of curious a little bit what his lyrics are. But I find if I read the lyrics the first time I'm hearing a song, it's like really distracting. I can't actually listen to the song because I'm thinking about the lyrics. I don't know, man. I don't know if I could be in a black metal band. I think I would lose time with their blast beats because they're so different from death metal blast beats. Here we go. They have a lot of parts in 3-time. I'm not sure, is this in 3-time right now? I can't even tell. They might have switched to 4/4, but I'm not sure. This part's weird. Nothing nothing in particular is really happening. Nothing of note is happening in this area. Maybe the bass line is doing something interesting, but... yeah, the bass is going off into, like, all kinds of different bass lines now. Yeah, this part's okay. I think they should have made a change like 2 measures sooner. Yeah, I guess there's a couple ways they could have tightened up these songs. Because a lot of them are kind of long, like over 4 minutes long. You know, maybe they could cut down on like the instrumental parts. Like if there's no significant changes, maybe cut them down by half, make the songs a little tighter. Then again, I don't know. I might... if I was really, really into this, I might actually want them to drone out for a while. That might be part of the style, I guess. But the ends of the songs, what is up with that? That's so jarring. Now this is cool. Life Eternal, 1994. Fast blast beat. He's almost like losing it. Because you can feel it's taking a lot of power from his left arm. He's like trying to keep it. This is a cool riff. It's more melodic than their other stuff. When they have these kinds of parts, they really stick out because they're not, you know, like all the other blast beat parts. The blast beat parts are cool, but because there's so many of them, they make these more traditional sounding parts really stick out, is what I'm trying to say. Again, in 3-time, which I think matches the 3-time matches their traditional kind of like European traditional, like ancestral kind of, how do you say it, like traditional music. The 3-time kind of links like those ancient times with like the modern times. It links them together rhythmically. Y'all know what I'm trying to say? Does anybody know what I'm trying to say? No, this song's cool, and it I think, I don't know, I might be confusing this with another song, but I think the lyrics of this song are connected to the original singer somehow, the singer who died, who killed himself. I'm not sure. I might be confusing it with something else. But I thought Life Eternal, that was a song with their old singer who died, I think. I don't know. What is that in the background? Is that a guitar? Or is that some other weird instrument? Now it's in the right speaker. What is that? Could be a violin. Doesn't sound like a guitar. It sounds like a distorted violin. Yo, this part is sick. Dude, what's up with this? This part is fucking sick. This guitar riff and the drums, oh my god. Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah. Dude, that's an awesome guitar riff. Holy shit. This sounds like death metal, dude. This is a death metal riff. I totally expected them to go into a blast beat. I didn't think they were going into this. But this is interesting too. It's like way more melodic. The bass, doing a cool bass line, matching with the guitars. Alright, blast beat's coming, right? I kind of missed the blast beat. I want it to come back. Right here. Bring it back. There it is. Thank you. Thank you. I feel oddly satisfied now. I'm kind of warming up to his vocals a little bit. You know, the thing with the vocals, I guess subconsciously in my mind, I always do this. I imagine, like, if I was listening to death metal in my car, with like the low growls, and then I pulled up to like an elderly couple walking on the side of the street and I just blasted my fucking death metal in their face, like that would feel pretty cool. Like, yeah, listen to this shit. But if I did the same thing, I drove up to some elderly couple and I was blasting like black metal, for me it wouldn't have the same effect. Because the elderly couple might hear this guy's voice, and instead of being like, oh no, that sounds scary and inhuman, they might think like, this guy has problems. His voice sounds annoying. Why is he whining like that? Getting a little more technical here with the guitar riffs. Ooh, blast beat change, texture change. Just when I was thinking how hard it was to follow these reverse blast beats. Cool song. I think this might be the best song so far. Track 5, Life Eternal. This might be the best. And that part in the middle. Let's hear that part again. Yeah, this part. This part's so good. That would have been even cooler if they started palm muting that too. But that part was fine the way it was. Okay, let's keep it going. From the Dark Past. Man, a lot of their songs are in free time. The vast majority. Here we go. Is this some 4-time action? Yes, it is. Yeah. It's cool that they brought out that rhythm. Vocalist reminds me of, like, I don't know, some kind of aged seer standing in the middle of the desert, covered in dirty linens, warning about the apocalypse coming. He's got like one eye missing for some reason. He's like warning humanity about the coming demons. Yes, I'm kind of imagining like a legion, like an army of demons being led by like a demon general, marching through the desert. There's like a sandstorm for some reason. Nice scream at the end. What are you playing? What is this guitar riff? It's just single notes. I like that. I really like that a lot. And it's just single notes. I'm so used to like complicated guitar riffs all the time. It's nice to hear something like this. From the Dark Past. Nice. It's good. They're like pretty good at mixing it up structurally for all their songs, you know? Like they have these long sequences of like one kind of texture. They know when to switch it up. He's like whispering something. He's saying something, but he's whispering it really lightly. Maybe these are the secret lyrics. I'm not sure if he wants you to know what he's saying. It just ends. Alright, Buried by Time and Dust. It's more of a death metal guitar riff. I mean, so in the movie, they were talking mad shit about death metal. Calling them posers and all that, whatever. But how can these guys not be influenced by death metal? There's definitely some cross-pollinization going on at that time, for sure. I could actually understand what he was saying there. Something about salt of the earth, and human torment. I heard what he said, but now I'm forgetting it. Ooh. This is a new type of blast beat right here. You can tell his technique changed. You can feel his arm kind of getting tired at the end of these blast beat runs. Oh man, and he just keeps it going. He just keeps the snare going. Dude, you know this guy jacks it with his left hand. He's got to jack it with his left hand. He needs to keep up that stamina. What's going through your mind when you're like, have this extended blast beat? Are you thinking, if I fuck this up here, I have to do this whole shit all over again? Like, if I make one little mistake here, they're not going to be able to punch me in. I'm going to have to do the whole shit over again. If I just lose time, if I lose rhythm in such a way that it's unrecoverable. Nice. Oh, and he's back to there. I guarantee you, though, that drummer, he used that pause as like a break moment. It's like, okay, I can catch my breath, regain my sense of rhythm.
Wandering souls of space, wandering souls of life, burn out of life, back at the end. Only silence can be heard, silence of people fears. No one knows my dream, buried by time and God.
Man, that's a long-ass blast beat. That was like one of the longest blast beats I ever heard in my life. Like, I feel like I had a workout just from listening to it. Oh, this is the title track. Mysteriis Dom Sathanas. Whoa, some crazy stuff's going on with the hi-hat, and the bass is going up to the higher notes. Are they setting something up? They're certainly not afraid to just drone on these blast beat parts. I think especially towards the end of the album, it seemed to increase. Like that last song was just all blast beat the whole time. What is this? Is he trying to sing now? You know what? It does fit the atmosphere of the song. His ghostly singing in the background right here. Sounds like a monk. Like a demonic monk. Possessed by Satan, by Sathanas. I wonder what. Do they have the same vocalist? I think they must have changed singers, right? This part sounds kind of fun to sing, actually. It'd be fun to sing that during karaoke. Bass, switch it up a little bit here. You knew it's leading somewhere. It's leading to this part, whatever this is. Nice. Man, their drummer has a lot of personality. I like his drumming decisions. Yeah, I like the monk singing. I like the chanting, the Gregorian chanting. It just fits, it just makes sense. What's this part now? I hear something else is being cooked up. Back to the blast beat. Cool textures, cool singing, cool guitar riffs. I think the blast beats you could switch it up a little bit here. It's cool that you can play blast beats for 7 minutes straight. You don't have to. I believe that you can. It kind of switched up here a little bit. It's creepy. It's so creepy. Oh, is this the end? I think this is the end of the album. So that was Mayhem de Mysteriis Dom Sathanas. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. It was kind of what I expected black metal to be. But it was good. It was a fun listen. I can hear how passionate they are about this music that they've made, this true Norwegian black metal. I can hear it in the way they play. The vocals are so weird. The vocals make it so different from anything else. I think the first track is pretty cool. Usually track 1 is really good no matter what, right? Any band needs to have like an awesome track 1. So I think their track 1 is pretty good, but I like track whatever this is, Life Eternal. This was a really good song too, and it had that awesome riff like in the middle. But anyway, yeah, lots of cool musical ideas. After hearing this, I feel like I have a deeper understanding now of black metal culture for sure. I'm glad I listened to this. This is the best picture for Lords of Chaos review. Let's review it. Dude, look at the way they cropped this dude's head. Look at the way they cropped his head. No. No. And this is perfect. This is awesome. What did I think of Lords of Chaos? Not bad. Not bad. At first, I thought it was going to be like SLC Punk for black metal. Now, if you haven't seen SLC Punk, I highly recommend it. It's one of the best movies ever. It's about the punk scene in Salt Lake City, Utah. But anyway, as the movie goes on, it starts to get a little more artsy, a little less like SLC Punk. So I realized like halfway through the movie that this was the same director that did the Kurt Cobain movie and the Columbine Kids movie. He has a very distinctive style to his directing. He has a lot of drawn out scenes where there's no dialogue and it's just quiet, and they're usually very raw and emotional. A lot of times these scenes will be when like something fucked up is happening. So that happens quite a few times in this movie, and that's what made me realize it was the same director. His name is Jonas Ackerlund. Also, Macaulay Culkin's brother is the main character, Rory Culkin. He's pretty good. He's got those Culkin eyes. Sky Ferreira is also in this movie. She's looking pretty hot. I'm a fan of Sky Ferreira. I enjoyed her solo music years ago. So one thing that I think everyone should keep in mind is that this is a movie. This is not a documentary. So the makers of this movie had the original story. They had, you know, what actually happened in real life. And using that, they have to craft a narrative out of it. They have to make a story that works on a cinematic level. So there's going to be things in this movie that are not true to real life, or that might seem one-sided or biased or unrealistic. That's just going to be the nature of movies, especially one that's adapted from a real-life incident. You can definitely feel that at times when watching this movie, that it is a construct and not a 100% true story. Like when I watched this movie for the first time, I didn't even know who was killing who. I just knew that someone was going to die and that they were going to burn down churches. That's all I knew. Now, of course, spoiler alert, if you're going to make a movie about a murder and the main character is the one who is dead, then you're kind of forced to make the audience sympathetic to your main character. There's really nothing you can do about it. If he's the one who's dead, then he's the sympathetic one. Like the story is tragic because of him, so he has to be good. So I think the movie does a decent job of this, and it does set up a story arc for Euronymous, like a redemption arc, so that maybe in the beginning of the movie, you're appalled by some of his decisions and his antisocial behaviors. But yeah, towards the end, you're set up to forgive him so that when he dies, it feels tragic to you as the audience. But if you look at the events of this movie objectively, you can definitely see that there are two sides of the story, that they might be embellishing certain things for the movie. Certain things definitely did not happen the way they were portrayed. You can just tell. And I didn't know anything about the true story, but even I could tell. For example, they set up Varg to look like he was a killer, you know, like he really set out to commit first-degree murder. But in real life, he thought he was going to be killed by Euronymous, so he was kind of just acting out of self-defense, and he claims that he did not go to Euronymous' house with the intention of killing him. So I don't know. There is all kinds of arguments to be made, and I think people are still arguing about it to this day. I'm just saying that the movie chooses a side and sticks with it. And I think, for the most part, it has to. There's no way around it. But you could argue that a different director could have taken it in a different direction. So it is what it is. Some people might like it. Some people might hate it. By the way, the guy playing Varg looks nothing like the original guy. Like, okay, look at this guy in the movie and look at this guy. That's like not even close. In the movie, they showed him as being into Nazi stuff. So you would think he would be more white, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Now I'm going to sound kind of like a pussy for saying this, but whatever, who cares? I'll say it. I kind of feel bad that some of these churches were burned down. I also feel really bad for the random gay guy that got stabbed to death. He was murdered by, who was that guy? Faust. Now, I wasn't there. I don't know how it really went down. But this was a real person, and he's dead. He was murdered. He had like a family and a life. Now, I know. Burning churches and murdering people is badass. I get that. I'm just saying, you might feel a little differently about it if you were experiencing these things firsthand. Like, yeah, it's legendary, but it happened to real people. Overall, I thought the acting was good. Good imagery, good cinematography. I could see how black metal fans might hate it. The story is basically Hollywood fan fiction. Yeah. Could the movie have been any other way? Maybe. Could another director have done a better job? Maybe. I would give it a 7 out of 10. Anyway, that's my thoughts about all that. Let me know down in the comments, what are some bands or some genres that you could just never get into? Maybe other people liked them, or you grew up around it, but try as you might, you could just never get into it. It just wasn't your thing. Anyway, that's about it. Peace out.